I have been teaching Ascension since 2012, and we shared a lot of information back then when this was all still a theory. But it's happening now, and it's happening at an accelerated speed. We have a window of opportunity to experience heaven on earth, but we have to work for it. Talking, gathering information, and doing some meditation are not enough. We have 10 sacred bodies that each need equal activation, expansion, healing, purification, reprogramming. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact steps you need to take if you want the big opportunities in love, money, career, well-being, and health to flow freely toward you. Because everything is energy, right? I'm literally going to share my entire blueprint with you on how to generate an energy body through which all things are attracted to your life. This is how you shift into a higher frequency. It's taken me 15 years of teaching and practice to perfect it. So stop whatever you're doing and take notes. In the last 3 videos, I talked about why the Kundalini activation technique is the best way to rejuvenate, re-energize, revitalize, repair, and reprogram your 10 sacred bodies to create an expansive and strong aura, a radiant energy body. I showed you that shifting your frequency can be done in only 1 minute with the correct technique in video 2. And I also showed you that you could deliver yourself to higher consciousness and amplify your aura in just 5 minutes in video 3. And in case you haven't watched the first 3 videos yet, make sure you do that right now because they're filled with a ton of gold nuggets and practical techniques that show you how you can get started right now. So, with that being said, let's jump right into the Kundalini activation blueprint. This is the exact roadmap that I use and all my clients use to raise their frequency and shift in consciousness fast. Step number 1 is to identify the 10 bodies that are soul body, negative mind, positive mind, neutral mind, physical body, arc line, auric body, pranic body, subtle body, and radiant body. And practice techniques that target 1 or more of the 10 bodies for purification, repairing, revitalizing, reprogramming, and strengthening each and every single one of them. The techniques we must utilize for these purposes are meditation, breathwork, mantra, sound healing, and yoga. And if you've watched the second video in this series, then you already know the first steps you can take to get started right now. But there's a lot more to it. You also have to tune in to the golden chain of teachers to receive the blessing for the practice. And you must follow certain sets that are designed to achieve specific outcomes. Once you have that, you need to practice in a group setting to benefit from the amplification of the electromagnetic energy field generated by the class. The next step is meditation. If you want to manifest your desires, there is simply no way around correct meditation practice. But most meditations taught out there are not even authentic meditations, but mostly visualizations. And the goal of visualization is to put pictures, ideas, thoughts into your head. The purpose of meditation is to empty the mind. The next step is to add breathwork into the daily routine. And since breathwork is becoming the second yoga, there are so many bogus teachers out there who will manage to give someone who's never practiced breathwork before some state of an elevated feeling. But if you are a halfway experienced breathwork practitioner, you will see the ineffectiveness of their technology quickly. The correct technique will reprogram your electromagnetic field and create an aura that attracts all things. And the next step, you start to chant mantras. There are ancient mantras that hold powerful energy. Mantra is the extension of the mind's projection. And if you want to utilize a mantra, where do you start? Do you pick affirmations or ancient mantras in a foreign language? Which ones actually work? I spent so many years chanting mantras, and it really depends on who transmitted them and which lineage they are connected to. And one of the most important steps on your way to ascension activation is to utilize sound. I have participated in so many sound healing events and workshops that I cannot count. And there are huge differences in effectiveness. You will learn about the power of sound, the sound of your breath, the sound of your thoughts, the sound of your projection. By changing your sound, you change your reality. And then there is another major step. You must do yoga. I didn't really like it for a long time. And then one day, 10 years ago, after my first yoga class, I figured it out. I found the right teacher who made me generate energy and gave me an experience. This world is littered with people who think they have information when all they have is a projection of energy that they picked up on. A teacher must have been taught by another teacher who belongs to a lineage. Through that lineage, the blessing is transmitted to the teaching, the practice, and the students. Because the teaching must come through me as a teacher, not from me. If you want to raise your frequency, shift your consciousness, and ultimately ascend into a higher dimension, there's no way around practicing daily meditation, breath work, mantra, sound healing, and yoga. This is how you awaken the dormant helixes and upgrade your DNA. But can you practice all of these techniques every single day for hours? Surely not. Are you doing it? Most probably not. After 15 years, I figured that the fastest way to achieve a higher consciousness and shift in frequency is to work with the Kundalini energy. And that I can achieve results even with a 1-minute practice. But this practice must be a kriya, complete action. We combine different methods into one master technique. So in the most minimal time of 1, 2, 3, or 11 minutes, we get better results than if we practice 3 hours a day, one technique after the other. There are undoubtedly other techniques you could practice, but the good ones take 20 years to achieve what this one can do in only 1 year. I'll show you in detail how fast you can get results once you've implemented the Kundalini activation technique. All of these combined and complete practices are covered in my upcoming Ascension Activation live training. We will meditate, breathe, chant, utilize sound, and do some yoga together. Every class is designed in specific sets to heal, repair, strengthen, reprogram, revitalize, create energy, and amplify the aura. Your intuition will come alive. Your creativity will sparkle. Your mind will be super sharp, and your body will feel and look great. Manifestation will begin to happen effortlessly. This is your rebirthing. So make sure you're on my early bird waitlist and look out for that special email for when my Ascension Activation live training launches, because this is literally the #1 top training I've ever released. And the next video, I'll share more specific experiences with you, and I'll show you what it looks like once you practice my Kundalini activation technique. So stay tuned because you don't want to miss this upcoming video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.